Hopefully the water's not high enough tonight. These boots are not made for
well, I'm Henry Popp. I like to go in storm drains. It's sort of an urban exploration thing. It's just one of my good hobbies.
Good hobbies?
Good hobbies.
Well,
What are the bad hobbies?
I like storm draining. It's fun. My first drain ever, it was actually out back behind my middle school, and I saw it, and it took me honestly about 3 weeks to actually get the courage to like walk into it more than like 20 or so feet. But after that, no, I went with a friend of mine, and we explored the whole thing and climbed out of a curbside drain just off this random road. And after that, I was hooked because it was just so mind-boggling that, you know, there's tunnels underground that just go other places.
how high is the water?
Oh yeah, it's completely legal. It's all city-owned property, so it's basically like going in a park, except it's a concrete tunnel. But that said, though, we usually have cops approach us just about anywhere. I mean, I like to go late at night, so when you come out of them, they automatically assume you're doing something illegal. But so far, I haven't been arrested for anything, so that's good. If it rains while you're in there, you're pretty much gonna die, like straight up. The tunnels themselves can actually fill up with water in about 5 minutes after a heavy rainstorm. So if you're more than like 200 feet from the entrance, you probably won't make it out in time. I mean, like you'll physically get washed out of the drain, but you will probably drown in the process. There's actually a phrase. It's called "when it rains, no drains." Because otherwise, you know, like I don't even go if there's a 10% chance of rain. Like that's how dangerous it would be.
The yipping thing you were talking about?
You actually, you can hear it come back. Yeah. Okay, well, there's a technique. I call it yipping. It's just sort of a yip, but well, I guess more of a higher yip. Well, I can't. I'm sick right now, so it's not as good. But basically, you do a high-pitched yip, and based upon how long the echo takes to get back to you, you can judge how long a drain is. You can sometimes tell if it's going to turn well before you get there. You can also tell if it's just going to flat out end. I don't know. It makes people laugh whenever I do it, but it's an effective tool. Like I feel kind of like a bat, but not really. Or even better, sometimes if you get the right kind of echo, you can sit there and you can sing a note, and then you can change your pitch and then harmonize with yourself in real time. Singing in storm drains is so much fun just because the acoustics are so weird. A lot of times the drain planning doesn't really make sense. It'll go from like a circular tunnel to like a really big square one to like a red brick arch one back to a square one. It's sort of like you had all these different drains and they just somehow decided to link them all together. Huh, wow. They really made this creepy looking. Yeah. Well.
Alright.
Do most of the drains have a bunch of graffiti in them like that?
Very few of them. I think a lot of the ones I go in are a lot newer. I mean, this one's just this has been around since the mall was built, so a lot of this is probably 10 years old-ish.
You've never run into somebody in the drain, have you?
Nah, never. Yeah. But hobos do sleep in them. I've seen Hobo Nest before. Best advice? I guess first off, don't go when it rains, definitely. Don't carry anything illegal on you because cops have nothing better to do, so that doesn't necessarily help your case. And I guess I'd venture to say don't go alone. I've been in drains alone before, but if something goes wrong, you definitely kind of need someone else there, because like you will not get cell phone reception at all, unless you're like right by the entrance. But I mean, after that, like, you know, just anything could happen. Booby traps all over this. Booby traps? These are like Indiana Jones shit.
You got a giant boulder?
I don't know what possible function they would serve. But, you know, it's, you just, the drains, they take you interesting places, and you never know what's going to happen. Is that on video?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Popp. Spelunker extraordinaire.
Claim this drain is my own.
My neck's all sore.
Let's hope my car starts. There we go. Yeah. Easiest way back would be over there. Another drain visited.